Alright, what is up guys, NA4 here and welcome back to another movie review, and today we're going to be talking about Barbie, alright? The one, the only, but I'm sorry I meant to have this out like 2 days ago, but I'm a busy boy, alright? What do you want me to do? But anyways, I'll be giving you guys my personal thoughts and opinions on this movie, and let me know your own in the comments, I'll read them all, let me know what your personal thoughts are. I'd appreciate it. And also, if you enjoy this kind of content, drop a like on this video, share the video, and subscribe if you are new. I would appreciate it, and it's free. But yeah, let's hop straight into it. Alright, I'm just gonna say it. I did enjoy the Barbie movie, okay? And yes, I am wearing a Taylor Swift shirt, and yes, I am a guy. What of it, huh? This is a judgment-free zone, We're gonna keep it positive. But anyways, I did enjoy this movie, and the thing I do enjoy about this movie is it's not just for a single group of people. Anybody can watch this movie and have a good time with it. It's not just for girls. It's not just for women. It's not just for boys. Anybody can watch this movie and have a good time with it. And the thing I enjoyed about this movie is it's actually funny. Okay, that's something a lot of movies I seem like their humor is kind of forced and it doesn't really work all the time. But this movie was actually funny. I thought this movie was a really good time. It's clever. It's witty. It's a good time. And this movie, I don't know. It wasn't one that I was necessarily super duper excited to see, but I went to see it with some friends. We all enjoyed it. I don't think it's a perfect film. I think there are some little minor issues with it, but overall, it does its job. It's not trying to be the biggest movie of all time or the biggest movie of the year. It's just trying to be a fun, good time. It's one of those movies where you put it on and you can't complain. You're watching it with your friends. You're like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll watch that. It's very similar to like a Rush Hour or Austin Powers or something like that. Like once it's on the TV, you're having a good time. It's definitely one of those kinds of movies. Barbie, it's funny, it's interesting, and it's an easy watch. It doesn't overstay its welcome at all. It's just something lighthearted and enjoyable. And so, to my surprise, it also has some very somewhat serious moments in it that it actually makes you feel like, wow, that's actually kind of deep. Now, this is another interesting movie that we're going to be reviewing today because this movie is strange. It's very strange. Like, I find it interesting that they actually announced that the world had a shortage of pink because of this movie. It just has so much pink in it, so many pink objects. And I sit and wonder, I'm like, did they have a shortage of, like, pink objects, or did they just have, like, a shortage of pink paint? Like, I always wonder which one that is. Either way, it's interesting. And I'm also very interested to see how this movie was actually able to perform as well as it is, even though Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling don't have social media accounts. Like, you won't find them on TikTok, you won't find them on Instagram, you won't find them on Twitter, any of that stuff. They don't have accounts. So I was like, this movie's actually performing very, very well, even though neither of their lead actors have any form of social media. So I thought that was actually pretty interesting. Like, of course they did, interviews and stuff like that to promote the movie, but no social media, at least by the time this is being recorded. None to be accounted for. But yeah, everyone's in this movie just funny. Everyone gets their time to shine. So I really did enjoy this movie. It's not just Margot and Ryan throughout the entire film. Like, all the supporting cast members get their little time to shine, whether it's like a little scene or like they're like a recurring character, like Alan, for instance, or the weird Barbie. Like, everyone, even John Cena, he's here to have a little bit of fun. So I just enjoyed this movie overall. It's pretty fun. Not necessarily a perfect movie. But yeah, it's easy to get through. It's a good time. Watch it with friends. Watch it with family. It's for everybody. Just a good, fun family film. Good summer vibe. And the soundtrack was really good as well. I actually really appreciated the soundtrack for this movie. Also, some of you need to give Ryan Gosling his flowers, okay? Because when it was first announced that he was going to be Ken, a lot of people were very, skeptical. When, people saw, like, the promotional pictures and stuff, everyone was very judgmental of him. Everyone gave him a hard time for it. But, in my opinion, he was the highlight of this film. He was the best character. Every scene that he was in, scene stealer, having, just a blast in the role, I can tell. Just giving it 110%. So shout out to Ryan Gosling. He's a really good actor. And this one, he's just having fun, Nothing extremely, like, groundbreaking or anything like that, but he's really good, man. So we got to give him his flowers. He went through it when it was first announced that he was going to be Ken, and he just did a hell of a job in this role. It's extremely funny. Um, and his song "I'm Just Ken" hit banger. Go listen to it. It's a good time. So yeah, man, Ryan Gosling, Margot Robbie, they have really good chemistry, man. I would love to see them do more work in the future. Um, but yeah, at the end of the day, I just enjoyed this movie overall, man. Just such a good time, such a good vibe. Um, I'd say it's best to watch with friends, though. Like, watch it with a group of people, it'll make the experience 10 times better. But I guess, we can hop into a bit of spoiler territory. Why not? So if you don't want to hear any of that, you want to watch the movie for yourself and experience it firsthand, go do that and then come back to this video. But without further ado, let's hop into some spoiler stuff. And I'll be honest, man, like some of the scenes, it was a little heavy on the girl power aspects, but I get it. It's a Barbie movie. That's pretty much the forefront. But like there were scenes like they were just talking, and it made me feel like, man, men kind of suck. And I'm a man, so I'm like, ooh, this movie kind of hurts just a little bit. And I forgot the little girl's name, but she's the one that Barbie goes to see at the school and stuff. And her character, like some of her lines just felt very forced. Like she's just like, oh, what's wrong with women? Like you're depicting us as perfect and stuff, even though women are insecure and all this and that. I'm like, I don't know how old she's supposed to be. Like I want to say a middle schooler or at least freshman in high school. I'm like, I don't think someone of that age would be speaking that way. So I'm like, that dialogue kind of felt a little bit forced. But yeah, and like I said, like there's not that many things wrong with this movie. I enjoyed it throughout. Like I said, there's a few little minor nitpicks, but I don't know. Like there's like a certain part in the movie. I said port. Sorry. There's a certain part in this movie where it kind of depicts Ken as like the bad guy, like he's in the wrong, and I don't know if I agree with that 100%. He just wanted to be loved and accepted. He idolized Barbie, and it does kind of hit like once you come to the realization that like without Barbie, like Ken, like what's the point of his character? His sole existence is to be there for Barbie, and he was just trying to do his job, and at the end of the day he's just seen as like this bad guy throughout like a good little chunk of the film. So I was like, I don't know how I feel about that. But like I said, like there's nothing truly wrong with this movie, just a few little minor nitpicks that I have personally with the movie. So it's just me. Everyone's gonna feel differently, but like I said, pretty solid movie. It's a good time, go watch it. It's trending, it's hot right now, it's a good watch. But if I had to rank it, I don't know, it's high. I want to say like a 8 out of 10. I enjoyed it throughout. Good soundtrack, visually pleasing. I love the use of practical effects, really good casting, good watch. Go watch Barbie. Overall good times. But yeah, man, I'm in it for it and I am out. Peace.